Hello, everyone. I am Airman First Class Dam, D-A-M. It's 3 letters. And I just want to share my experience about joining the military at the age of 25. So, I mean, there's no notes or anything. I'm just going off of my head and what I can think of. I've been in for 2 years, and I'm talking because I'm driving to work. It's like a 30-minute drive, so I'm gonna give you guys 30 minutes of my time. And I'm not a recruiter, just a regular dude, just a regular Vietnamese American in the United States Air Force. All right, let's get into it. In June, I don't know the specific dates and times, but in June 2023, that's when I had the idea, and I was like, man, I need change. Like, I need something that'll challenge me. I need to get my master's paid for. I need to get up out of this small town, this environment that I came from, and I just need to see the world. And what do people like to say? Be a part of something bigger than yourself. It sounds very cliche, but you know, I live with the motto of, like, if you comfortable living, then you're not really doing enough. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I'm really hard on myself because I want to be, the best version of myself. All right, let's get into the story, because I'm talking too much about my life and I want to talk about Air Force stuff. You feel me? So, boom, June 2023, an idea popped up in my head, like, oh, maybe I should join the Air Force. And then I walked in there, the recruiter's office, told him, hey, sir, I'm just here to ask questions. I'm not signing nothing. I just want to ask you some questions about what the Air Force can do for me. You feel me? So we talked, and the first step is the most important step. You just gotta start. So I walked in there. So basically, damn, I'm just rambling on, but let me get straight to the point. You go in there, be like, okay, you gotta take the ASVAB. It's like the Air Force, it's like the military's ACT, SAT, to try to see what your IQ and I guess how smart you are at a certain topics, and what the scores can get you different jobs, AFAC, I don't know what it's called, in the Air Force. Okay, but long story short, boom, first step, talk to a recruiter. He gonna set you up to take the ASVAB, and then you can study. You can go to Barnes and Nobles. You can buy books. I don't recommend buying it. You can just go to your local library. You just study, try your best. You could take it more than once. You feel me? So, boom, take the ASVAB. Come back to him with the results. He or she, recruiters can be male or female, respectfully. You go in there, boom, this is my score. And then they go and generate a list of jobs, different jobs that you can do within the Air Force. I recommend picking something that can set you up in the future. Like I said, you could sign up for 4 or 6 year contract, and then you could just bounce. You know what I mean? It's not a life commitment. I mean, if you want to do 20 years, more power to you. I mean, you can get a little pension and all that stuff, but I feel like there's more to life, and you could just use it as a stepping stone to get ahead of the game. That's one regret that I have. I mean, I'm a little older now. I'm 27 now. I'm about to be 28 this year. But I regret not joining earlier, like right out of high school, but I was young, I was doing things that I wasn't proud of. And all I gotta say without being canceled is fast money ain't good money. But anyways, back to the story of the military. Like I said, I don't have a script or anything, so I'm just going off of what's in my head. And there's a lot of things in my head, so that's why I'm talking to you, this camera. So boom, take your ASVAB, come back, you're gonna get a list of jobs, cool. So I highly recommend that you choose a job that will set you up after the Air Force, that you can transferable skills, something in tech, something in, I don't know, whatever you think that can get you a job in the outside world. So okay, cool. You take the ASVAB. Let's say you get an okay score. You could try again. You could take it again and get a higher score if you want. You feel me? So then boom, they'll give you your scores back. You pick a job. Dang, I need to get straight to the point. You pick a job. You pick 10 jobs, because he or she's gonna tell you, all right, this is your dream sheet. Pick 10 jobs that you're qualified for. You're gonna list it out. Cool. I might be skipping some steps, so in the comments, correct me. Constructive criticism. And after that, you're gonna go to MEPS, the military entry process, something like that. I don't know. So it's like a physical, a full body physical, making sure you are physically okay, fit to serve. You feel me? So if you played any type of sports in high school, you have to do a sports physical. So it's similar like that. They're gonna test everything from your head to your toe, making sure you straight, making sure your blood, your vision, your ear, everything is good with you. Once you get that ASVAB and you go to MEPS for the physical, and you pretty much, I believe 50% done. Say it's 2 years ago, and then you get sworn in. The next step, you get sworn in to DEPS, which is the Delay Entry Program, I believe. Yeah, Delay Entry Program. So you in. You just didn't go. You just didn't get shipped out to boot camp yet in Joint Base Lackland, San Antonio. Yeah. So a part 2 can be followed up with this video if you guys do like it. Like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you gotta do. Like, I'm very blunt and very vocal about my opinions, and transparent, and this is very raw, unedited, just speaking what's in my little brain here. No script, very authentic. That's what I'm trying to say. So you feel me? So last step, you get sworn into DEPS, Delayed Entry Program, and that's when you just waiting to get shipped out of the that's when you waiting to get sent to boot camp in San Antonio. So during that time frame, for me personally, it took about 6-7 months, because I didn't go to San Antonio. I didn't go to boot camp until January 16, I believe, 2024. It was the day after Martin Luther King Day. I remember it was on a Tuesday. So long story short, I started this whole process back in June 2023. So it took a minute for the recruiter. I mean, it's not its fault. It's it takes time for them to route up the paperwork, find a job for me. And during that period, I quit my old job. The part 2 is gonna come in the backstory of my life, what I did before the Air Force, if you guys care. What was I saying again? Oh, yeah. So while you're in this delayed entry program, the recruiter in your area is gonna set up a once a month or twice, something like that. Like when you guys all get together, like you and the other recruitees that get together to exercise and do some sports activity, just making sure you guys are fit, basically to network, to make friends, I guess, and to making sure you're fit and you're ready for boot camp. And yep, so going back to me and my experience personally, you don't got to take my word for it. This is just my experience, and this is just me talking out of my ass, I guess. Yep, so went to San Antonio January 16, I believe, 2024, the beginning of the year, new me. It wasn't as intimidating. Like I said, I'm a little older. I was 25 when I joined, so I guess you can say more mature. But that's To each their own. You know, there's when you join, don't be afraid to join and change your life for the better. There's people joining at all walks of life, from 17, 18 to, I believe the cutoff is like 26, I don't know, or 42, don't quote me, but you know, people from all walks of life that joining from different reasons. So you got to be respectful and just hear people out, people coming from all walks of life. Damn, I'm repeating myself. But anyways, back to the story. Yep, so basic training, it was cool. 2.5 months, I believe. And part 2 will come more detail of what to expect. I don't want to ruin the experience. I want to let you guys experience for yourself. But I highly recommend you going through it. It's a nice experience. Do I want to do it again? No. But it was cool. So after that, once you graduate, when you graduate, there's 2 events. There's there's a 2-day graduation. The first day is a coin ceremony and the airman's run. So with that, I mean, you get a coin and you do an airman's run. And the second day is what was the second day? It's another, I don't really remember on top of my head, but it was another graduation. It's a 2-day event. Your parents can come, cool. And then there is like a pass where you guys can go and just eat normal food. Okay, but long story short, after that, the next day you wake up and you get driven out on the bus to your tech school. That's where you go learn your actual job. You know what I'm saying? So my career field is 1 Charlie 5 3-1. So the title of it is called the title is Command and Control Battle Management Operations, and my job is a Mission Systems Operator. So within my career field, there's the Air Battle Manager, which are the officers, Section Lead. They train up to be a Section Lead, SL. So they're Air Battle Managers, which are officers, and then on the enlisted side, there are Weapons Director, and then there's myself, Mission System Operator, and then there's sim drivers, and there's other stuff in our career field, but part 2 coming for that. So you get shipped out of tech school. Mine was in Keesler Air Force Base, which is in Biloxi, Mississippi, and that, I believe, was for a month or so. It's more, I'm not gonna say relaxed, that's the wrong word, but it's more hands off. I mean, you still march in the class, there's still rules, there's not a military MTI, military training instructor. There's MTL, military training leaders. So they're more they're not as strict, I guess you can say, on you as in basic training. But you still get, you know what I'm saying, room inspections. You still march into class. You still get formation. You still have all of that rules and responsibility. You're not free just yet. I mean, you're never technically free, because whenever I signed and raised my right hand oath of enlistment for this country, the United States, the great state of United States of America, my chest, I gave up my freedom so others can have theirs, like you guys watching. So, what was I saying again? Yeah, tech school, Keesler Air Force Base, Biloxi, Mississippi. A month and a half. You graduate from that, and then you get to your first duty station. But my career field is a little different. I got sent to a part 2 of tech school, so pipeline student, so to say, you can say. And that was in Luke Air Force Base, located in Glendale, Arizona, in the United States. And that's whenever I learned, specifically about my job, Mission Systems Operator, MSO. So the tech school in Keesler Air Force Base was just a general knowledge of our career field of the command and control battle management operations. And then the part 2, pipeline student, in Luke Air Force Base was the more in-depth about my job. So I'm a mission system operator, MSO. So they're gonna teach you what to do. And I was in the dorms, you know. I also had MTLs, military training leaders, room inspections, all that stuff. So, and with that, you know, it's more relaxed. That's a good word. Than the first tech school at Keesler. We didn't march to class. We still had room inspections. We still had check-ins, like signing in at night or whatnot. We still had leadership above us, but it was more relaxed. You feel me? They had a class van. They'll come pick you up in the morning for school, for class. It was more relaxed. On the weekends, they'll get together with your class and go out, hike, food, I don't know, live. So once you graduate with that, I believe it was a 5 month, 6 month, I don't really remember. It's a long time ago. Not really. But I graduate. Okay, let's backtrack. So basic training, San Antonio, January 16, 2024. Graduated March 7th, 2024. Went to tech school, Keesler Air Force Base, Biloxi, Mississippi, March 8th or April, something like that. Graduated in April 2024. And then went to my job, at Luke Air Force Base, for the Mission System Operator MSO school training, pipeline student, in May, I think, 2024. Graduated that in October, I remember, because October 2024. And then I went on leave back to Houston, Texas. Part 2 coming. So I'm from Houston, Texas, specifically Southwest Alief, Texas. Yes, sir. Went back to leave. Went on leave, sorry. Damn, I'm losing my train of thoughts. This will happen when you don't have a script, and it's very authentic because I'm just speaking off of what's in my brain. And I'm repetitive. I should probably go to medical and get this checked out. I got some type of ADHD. I got something, man. Because I'm just kind of rambling on. I can't get my thoughts together, and I can't really sit still. But I'm driving to work. 10 more minutes to work. I'm gonna wrap up this video. What was I saying again? Yeah, so graduated October 2024 from my MSO school. Then I took leave for, I believe, 2 weeks en route to my first duty station, which is in Aviano Air Force Base in Aviano, Italy. So they sent me overseas to a different country. It was cool. It was very exciting. Backtrack. I think in Keesler they'll give you a dream sheet or something like that, where you can list the bases that you can go. Or maybe, I'm sorry, that was in basic training. There's a week 5 or 6, something like that. You get to go to the computer room and you list out the bases that you want to go to, that you're eligible to go to. You know what I'm saying? Within your career field. So list the jobs, list the base that you would like going to, the countries, or you want to stay in state, whatever. More to come in part 2. So first duty station is Aviano Air Force Base in Italy, northern part of Italy, an hour and a half from Venice. But before that, I went to leave, visit my family in Houston, Texas. It's cool, you know. They said I got skinnier. They said I'm different. They said more calm, mature. They miss me, whatever. It's cool. And then I got to my first duty station. Can't really talk. And then I'm in the dorms, you know what I'm saying? Single, no dependents, no kids, no wife. I'm in the dorms, no car yet because I just got here. And my squadron, you know, everybody was very welcoming. They cool. My sponsor, shout out Beller. You a good dude. And if you've seen this video, you know, you all around good dude. You know, you took care of me when I was there. Set up my PO box, showed me around different offices. Yep, without you, I'll still be lost. So you a good sponsor, bro. And good luck in Idaho. That's where you going. And yeah, and then fast forward, what is today? Today is January 20th, 2026. So yeah, it's been it's been a little bit over 2 years in the Air Force. And yeah, been living in the dorms. Oh yeah, let's talk about that dorm life and whatnot. I recently moved off base too, about a month and a half ago. So off base living is nice. I'm a normal human being. I'm just going to work and I'm going home, you know. But as my time in the dorm was, it went by quick, about a year in the dorms, and then it was time to move off base. You know, over capacity, newer airmen's coming in, the older guys, the more seniority guys get moved out, and then it's nice. You know, I'm just a normal dude living off base, speaking my mind, going to work, doing what I gotta do, staying out of trouble, staying out the way, doing my job. When I'm not working, I use my TA, tuition assistant, to go to school, to go to college, to pursue a higher education. And that's paid for, I believe, annually, you get $4,500 of money, free money to go to school. So I highly recommend you go to school, you get your education, your college degree, your bachelor degree while you're in, so you can set yourself up for success when you get out the Air Force, if you choose to get out. If you stay in, cool. I mean, a lot of people stay in. If that's your route, if that's your cup of tea, you could climb the enlisted route. You could Airman Basic, Chain of Command, what is it? Airman First Class E3, Senior Airman, Staff Sergeant, Technical Sergeant, Master Sergeant, Senior Master Sergeant, Chief Master Sergeant. Yeah, you can climb up to Chief if that floats your boat. Or you can start off as enlisted, and then you could jump ship and go to officer. That's good too. Or if you already have a degree, go as an officer. Go to OTS, Officer Training School, and just join as an officer. I highly recommend that if you already have a degree yourself. More pay, more responsibility, I guess. Shit, hold on, man. These people can't drive. I'm sorry. What was I saying again? Yeah, but overall, military, I mean, it's just like any other job. You have your pros, your cons, but you just gotta block out the noise. You just gotta know your reason why, like why you joined. You feel me? You ain't here to please everybody. You here